Hi, everybody. Today, I want to talk to you about energetic downloads. What are they and how can you receive one? So, if you've never heard that term before, an energetic download is intuitive guidance, energy, insights, healing that comes from the divine into your being, into your energy, and into your body. So we are actually receiving energetic downloads all the time. So technically, do you need to set yourself up to actually sit down and receive one? Yes and no. If you're the kind of person that is constantly moving around, always on the go, or what I call type A, and I'm very type A myself. If you're that kind of person, what you're going to find is that you feel stuck a little bit more often than somebody who is consciously making time every day to sit in silence or meditation or get with nature at some point throughout the day. And by nature, I mean you're not listening to a podcast, you are not doing something else. You can be walking, but just being with your own energy, your own thoughts, and nature only without having to process something else in the mix. That's what I mean by that. Okay. Now, with that said, if you are doing that, these downloads will come naturally because you're more in the flow. You're in the flow with the movement of your day. You're taking time for yourself. And taking time for yourself is actually when these energetic downloads come to you, because you've made space. But if you are running around, always on the go from morning until night, and you're not stopping to take some time to receive the information that's waiting for you, that wants to present itself to you, what you'll find is that you have to stop and consciously ask yourself, what's going on? Why do I feel so stuck? What's happening? How can I shift this, right? You'll be a little bit more in that kind of energy where it's a little more frantic and not from a more centered place. So that's kind of a double answer there. It's like yes and no. It just depends on which side you're on, right? If you're taking that time to just consciously connect with yourself every day, then these downloads will just come in and you won't have to think about getting them or sitting to get intuitive guidance. You'll just be more in the flow with how you're actually feeling. But if you are running around all the time and having just really busy days, having trouble connecting with yourself, you'll find that you're kind of not quite sure how you feel about things. It'll take a little bit more time for you to process. And we all have our own time and our own schedules. So it's not like that's a problem per se. But you'll find that the more you take a little time for yourself every day and get an actual practice in place. So this is creating a new habit. So telling yourself, 8 a.m. every day is my time with spirit. It's my time to meditate. It's my time to sit with myself, see how I feel, get centered before the day gets rolling. If you can do that and set that time up for yourself every morning or at a time that works for you, but make it consistent daily and at a specific time, you'll create a new habit. And eventually you'll just start doing this and it will be a normal part of your day. You probably won't start your actual day until maybe 8:30 or 9 a.m. if 8 a.m. is your spirit time, right? So this is just about creating a new habit. Now, that is how to receive an energetic download. But now let's talk about what actually are they. So energetic downloads, this is insight that's coming in from the divine. Now you are also the divine, right? So we could also say this is just your internal guidance that is coming to your conscious awareness. It's you becoming aware of your next step and the next direction to go. If that's something that's on your mind, wondering, where do I go next? Who do I interact with? What's my next step on this path? What is the next place for me to be or go? And one way that I really like to approach this is starting my day and saying, universe, what can I help you with today? Where can I be? Who can I interact with? What do you need from me today? How can I be of service? I like asking that question every morning because I find that situations present themselves and people show up in my path where I'm at the right place at the right time. And I feel it was because I asked the universe that question, and the universe put me where I most needed to be. So try it and let me know how that goes for you. It really is a wonderful practice, just asking where you can be, who you can help today, where you can most be of service. This doesn't mean you're not going about your day. It just means you have an intention of helping where you're most needed while you're going through your day, right? Now, what happens when you receive an energetic download? Well, that depends on you. Some people feel energy, some people don't. I personally, I don't always feel energy in my body. I'm still working on really getting that connection nice and strong. But I find even when I'm working with clients, you're either a heart person or a gut person. So one of those two places are the ones that will respond the most when you're working with energy. And even if somebody asks you a question, right, start paying attention to how is your body responding? Does it feel heavy or light in your heart or in your gut? How is your gut responding? I'll find that, because I'm a gut person, and I will find that my gut tends to feel off, like not good. If I don't like the situation I'm interacting with, or I didn't resonate with what someone said, my gut will feel kind of upset. And it, contrary to that, my gut will feel really light, like butterflies in my stomach, if something feels really good to me. So I really pay attention to that. I know many of us over the years have shut down these feelings in the heart and in the gut. So if that's you, I'm speaking to, because that was me as well. And I've consciously been working on sort of opening this connection with my body again. And of course, anything that is physical will help you to reopen this connection, because we are talking about the physical body here. So one of the things that you might want to do is, if you're not already doing it, start exercising, at least moving your body in some way more than what you normally do. So if you're normally walking your dog a couple times a day, a different activity than that, because you're used to that. Get some more conscious movement in that is not something you, quote, have to do. So this could be even gentle stretching, yoga on your patio, your balcony, outside in your yard, in your home, wherever. Just start getting something in place. Maybe dance class. I know I'm looking into that. Dance class, some kind of movement that feels good to you. Pilates, even going for a walk in nature. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I do it 2 hours a day with my dog, but I go out by myself sometimes, walking on the beach, just to kind of come back to center. So anything with nature is always helpful with that. And what you'll find is, with an energetic download, the more time that you spend in nature, the more clear you are going to become. And clarity is the symptom of being connected to the divine, which is yourself, being connected to yourself. And what comes naturally from that, which is why I called it a symptom, just comes naturally from that, is clarity. You will just feel more clear, because nature has a vibration that clears us mentally. What it does is it realigns you with the cycles of the earth. So you really start to feel more grounded. And when you're more grounded, which is your energy connecting with the earth, okay? And the moment you feel more grounded, it's like it pulls your energy from your body and it sort of neutralizes it into the earth. That's why we recommend walking barefoot. If you go for a walk on the beach, walking barefoot on the beach, take off your shoes, kick them off. Do that for at least 20 minutes. Go for a walk. Let the ocean water, go over your feet, and just do that for about 20 minutes. And even without you really sitting down on the sand and just sitting there and consciously meditating, you're going to find that you feel more grounded, you feel more centered, because that's what the earth's energy does for us. It brings us back down, it centers us. And when you're trying to manifest here on earth, right, which is our 3D plane, you're trying to manifest here, you need to use the earth's energy for that. See, a lot of people mistake this as it's only a divine thing, manifestation, and that's really wrong, because you're using physical elements here to manifest. That's what you have at your disposal as well. So it's a combination of both. It's about really being clear and knowing what you want. That comes from being really grounded and centered and getting really clear on what your heart wants and what feels good to you, and taking as much time as you need to do that. But then it's really grounding those intentions down into the earth and going, okay, now that I really know what I want, which I accessed with my intuition, now I'm going to manifest this. And that's really all about bringing your energy back down to earth and being very grounded and very centered and taking action based on that place. So I hope that makes sense. When you're in this state, these energetic downloads happen naturally. But one of my favorite ways to receive an energetic download is simply to sit in meditation and ask. So you can sit in meditation and ask your guides, your angels, even if you don't know what their names are, sit in meditation and ask your guides and angels, do you have any information for me? Is there anything I need to know about my day or my week or the next month? Just depends on what your intention is. But you always want to set an intention, always, because it not only lets your guides know, but it lets your spirit know, and it lets the whole universe at large know that this is what my intention is for this meditation. Now, you don't want to do this with every meditation, because meditation is really about silencing the mind. And when you go in with an intention to hear information, you're processing that from a mental perspective, and your mind is not going to be silent, because you're going to be in a state of receiving, even if you are receiving with your intuition. So the way I like to get around that is I do a regular meditation. This is just about silencing my mind. And at the end of my meditation, when I'm clear and I'm grounded and centered, I ask the question, or I set the new intention. So that's how you kind of get both things out of it. You could still ask your question, but you want to be doing it from a really grounded, mentally clear space. So do your meditation first, and then set your intention and ask the question. Okay, so I hope that helps. I want to include one more thing. One of the ways that I actually get my energetic downloads, and this is just new information for me, really, it's just new learning, new healing, new insights. I do this in the Akashic Records. So if you haven't heard about those, it's in my welcome video on this YouTube channel. So check that out. But one of the things that you can do if you access the Akashic Records yourself is you go into the Akashic Records, and instead of looking one by one, page by page through your soul book, which can take a really long time, what you can do is just sit at the library table and just ask your guide, or you could call on an angel, and I'll have a different video on that here in the next few days. But you can even call on your angel, call on your guide, and ask, is there anything I most need to know right now? What do you want me to know about this? If there's a particular situation you've been worried about or something that's weighing on your mind, you can ask specifically about the situation or the person or the relationship or the business matter or whatever it is. So you just ask specifically. And just the simple process of receiving that information and connecting with the records in that way is an energetic download. And this is why I love the records. This is where you can ask additional questions, get additional clarity, exit the records, and then start to move forward with that. It's basically like having a direct access into your soul's journey, getting the information that you need to make the best possible decision and moving forward. And essentially, that's how I view an energetic download. It's just receiving information that you don't consciously have right now. And really, that's just an act of being open to it. and having it in your awareness, right? You're just opening yourself up to it, opening your energy up to it, because everything we need, we already have. So this is just that act of opening up to it. And all the ways that I've listed in this video are ways that you can open up to it. So I hope you find this helpful. Please comment and let me know. I respond to the comments, and I would love to help you with anything else. If there's a topic you would like to hear from me, please let me know, and stay tuned because I have a lot more videos coming. So be sure to subscribe. Sending you all my love. Talk to you soon. Bye.